My name's Aziza. I run General Assembly in Singapore. We're a tech education company and we try to bridge the gap between traditional education and what modern employers want. Okay, so I set up GA in Singapore and I build the team out here. I'm responsible for basically running General Assembly in Singapore and all our operations, taking care of our partnerships. I'm responsible for leading the team and I've got an amazing team. They're so good, all A players. So yeah, basically responsible for leading the team and just making sure that things are going great here and that we're growing and that our students are getting the best experience possible and that employers are finding the kind of talent that they want. General Assembly is a tech education company and we try to bridge the gap between traditional education and the kind of skill sets that modern employers want. We were founded in 2011 in New York City and we're now in about 20 campuses. So I set up GA in Singapore about 2 years ago and we work quite closely with the government over here to ensure that the new kind of skill sets that employers want are quite affordable and accessible to Singaporeans. So we offer courses mainly in 3 areas: technology, design, and data. So this could be things like web development, digital marketing, data science, data analytics, product management, and user experience design. So we've got a few product categories. So one is that if you choose to do it online, we've got online courses. We've also got these 10 to 12 week super intensive courses that are meant for career changers. So if you're thinking of leaving your job and you want to become a junior UX designer or a web developer, we're the place you should be coming to. And we've also got shorter courses that are about 40 hours. So they are either spread out over the weekends or on weekday nights. And mostly those are people who are kind of working right now. For example, you may be a traditional marketer and now you're realizing that there's a lot of digital marketing elements in your job. You're now being asked to do Google Analytics, SEO, SEM, and the whole works. So it's more of upskilling courses. And we also work quite closely with corporations. We work with a lot of Fortune 500 companies to provide in-house training in these areas as well. I think there are definitely skill sets that are very in demand by employers. In Singapore, I think there's about 12,000 infocom sector jobs that are open. And in terms of what you want to do, it really depends on what you have an interest in, right? I think, if you are a bit more creative, if you prefer design, then go into that. If you like product management, then go into that. And if you like programming, then you should be going into that. So I think there are things that are going to be more in demand for the economy, but you also want to make sure that there are things that you're passionate about. Because for you to excel in something, you need to like it, basically. I wish I had one of those daily routines that involved meditation and a whole bunch of other stuff. I've been trying to do a bit more meditation, so I use these apps for it. I know that is so cliched working in tech and using, apps for meditating. So usually what I do is that when I wake up in the morning, our headquarters is in New York, so a lot of my calls happen at about 6 a.m., sometimes 5 a.m. or 7 a.m. So I roll out of bed and I'm basically getting on a call. And then I come to work and it's usually, a day at work is never the same. So some days I could be doing what I'm doing with you, giving interviews. So a lot of times it's about working quite closely with my team members. I've got an amazing team. So a lot of my job is about making sure that they have the resources and tools that they need to do their jobs amazingly and for me to just get out of the way. I also take care of a lot of our government partnerships and the other partnerships that GA has in Singapore with employers and with companies who want to work with us. And then at night I usually try to ensure that I've got a couple of hours for friends or family, a bit of time to read, and then I might get back on a couple of calls again. There isn't one particular person. Well, actually there are a lot of people, but I'm not going to go through the list. But I really look up to people who pave the way for other people, right? When these people are doing new things or breaking down barriers, they're helping all the generations of people after them. So I really look up to people who do things for the first time, whether that's looked upon culturally or whether you're told that you're a woman and you can't do it, or because, if you were from a conservative family like me and you're told that, oh, you shouldn't be working. So I really like people who break down barriers and who define what their own successes should be. I have a lot of respect for them.